I'm Peter Block at TCT 2018, and this is a quick review of what arguably is the blockbuster trial here at TCT this year, and that is the Coapt trial. Coapt trial, as everybody probably knows, is a randomized comparison, finally, of guideline indicated medical therapy plus mitral clip against guideline medical therapy alone for patients with severe mitral regurgitation that is secondary MR, not primary MR. So the question is, does the mitral clip help patients with chronic heart failure or other secondary mitral regurgitation? I'm going to read the results of some of this because it's critical that you really get this right, because this is an important trial. So the bottom line here is that there were two PIs, Greg Stone and Michael Mack, from different parts of the country. This is really 600 patients split pretty evenly, 300 versus 300 in each of the two sides of the trial. The primary endpoint, all-cause hospitalization at 24 months, an important one. Primary endpoint was not death, but it was recurrent hospitalizations. All of these patients were hospitalized before they got into the study. The baseline characteristics, by and large, between the two groups were pretty close. Arguably, you might say that the medical therapy group perhaps was a little bit sicker, but on balance, really not very much difference. So here's the outcome. Primary effectiveness endpoint, the 24 months hospitalization, 283 times in 151 patients in the medical therapy group, 160 hospitalizations in 92 patients in the mitral clip plus medical therapy group. A huge difference, almost half. Device-related complications in this trial were really low, somewhere in the range of 3 to 3.5%, an extraordinarily low complication rate, another good sign for the mitral clip. And finally, when they looked at mortality, which is the thing that we all wonder about, does it really keep patients alive? The two lines really are pretty much the same for the first year afterwards. Both medical therapy and mitral clip plus medical therapy stayed about the same, though they seem to begin to separate at 1 year. And at 2 years, guess what? 46% in the in the general medical therapy group versus 36% in the mitral clip plus medical therapy group. So it ends up being a big win again in mortality for patients who had the mitral clip plus medical therapy. Overall, huge trial. Finally, we have an answer about whether the mitral clip helps secondary MR, and the answer is yes, it does, at least for 2 years.